Welcome again to another episode of 120 not 120mm. As you saw in my first video, I load my C330 with Ilford HP5 Plus, a very nice black and white 400 ISO film. I always like to see what films other people are using, how much stock they have, what they have in their fridge. So here is my video of my collection of films. As you can see, there is quite some Ilford film. I like their black and white films. You can also see some 35mm films. For example, the Fuji industrial or business, or I can read Japanese, so I believe what they write on the internet. It's a very nice ISO 100 film. But actually I've never heard a lot about that recently. Here is some Aquaphoto APX 100, also a black and white 35mm film. It's made by Ilford. It's said to be the same as Rolei RPX 100 and Kentmere 100. Here you see some Kodak Gold 200. It's a very classic color negative film. I have 3 boxes of 9 rolls of it. I bought it just before the lockdown, and it's just €8 for 3 rolls of 36, so it's really cheap. I bought it, well, yeah, you never know. Well, that's it for the 35mm. Now let's go to the real stuff, 120. As you saw, there wasn't a lot of Kodak in my fridge. Here are the only 2 boxes of 120 Kodak I have. They are both expired. Color HC100, the color negative film, expired in 1998, and a Plus X, it's a slower brother of Tri-X, also discontinued, ISO 125, but it's expired in 2009, so I will use it at ISO 64. I haven't used it yet, but I will do, and probably will make a video about that. So, back at the fridge. In this bag there are also some expired films. Kodak Gold 200, I cannot read when it's expired. And a Fuji Xperia 400, expired in 2003. This is a color negative film I really like. It's Kodak Pro 160 NS. This was the last box I could buy in Europe. It's now only for sale in Japan. It's expired by 1.5 years, but it's still very fine. It's a really nice color negative film. I wish it was for sale in Europe. Importing from Japan is quite expensive, so I don't use it as much as I wish to. Some more Fuji films, the Velvia 150 and 120. I don't use it a lot, it's not very versatile, but it's a really nice saturated film. Well, I maybe shoot 1 or 2 rolls a year, so this is also a bit expired, but still fine to use. So here we have the Fomapan 100. It's made in Czech Republic. I believe it's for sale in the United States as Arista Edu in 100, 200 and 400 speed. I got this for free from Foma because I had some issues with the 200 speeds film. So, as you saw before, I have quite some HP5, also FP4 Plus. It's a slower speed, but it has a bit more contrast than the HP5. I really like it. If I want more contrast, I have the Pan F50. It's less versatile because it's only ISO 50. I shot only one roll until now. I have another one. But yeah, it's a really great film. These are some films that I have, but I never tried them before. It's the Rolei Super Pan 200, the Rolei Retro 80S, and the new Fuji A-Cross. I haven't tried none of them, but I will do maybe in a future video. So here we are at the bottom layer of the fridge. As you can see, where the Ilford was dominant with black and white film, here with color Fuji is dominating. 3 boxes of Pro 400H. Well, why is that? Because it's the only color negative film Fuji sells in Europe. And I don't complain, it's a nice film. It is at a good price, €34 in the Netherlands, and compared to Portra 400 at 45 or €46, it's a no-brainer to go for the Fuji. In top you see a box of A-Cross 100. When it was discontinued, I could get my hands on 2 boxes of A-Cross 100. I shot one last year. I was really happy with the result, how it looked when developed in Ilford Ilfosol 3. I have 2 more boxes of the Pro 160 NS. Those are imported from Japan. They cost around €50 for a box, so it's quite expensive. That's why I recently shoot the 400H more, but if you ask me, I like the Pro 160 more. So Fuji, bring it back to Europe. And 2 boxes of slide film, Astia 100. It's also a discontinued film. I shot one roll last winter. The colors didn't come out that well, but I think it had to do with the weather. And a box of Provia 100F, one of the remaining Fuji slide films. So, I hope you liked the overview of my film stock. I am willing to do videos about certain film stocks, so tell me in the comments about which film you would like to see a video or maybe a comparison. Although I don't have a camera with changeable film backs yet, but I can do it with 2 cameras. And also tell me what is your favorite film stock. Hopefully see you in the next video.